everyone, my name is Megan Battista and I am a foundation year student in the full-time traditional seated MSW program at UB. Welcome. We're glad to have you here. I am at UB because I am from Buffalo and I love Buffalo and want to serve the Buffalo community with my MSW. And so I thought it would be best to learn in Buffalo. I thought it was really important to be in a seated program because I wanted the chance to engage with and learn with a group of people, which I'll talk more about later. And because I really thought, and the reason why really UB is the program I chose in Buffalo is that they are approaching teaching future social workers how to do the work of social work with a trauma-informed lens and with a human rights perspective. And that was really important to me. My background is in foster care. And so I had a career before I started my MSW, and I know firsthand that when you look at an individual or a kid in care, they are not only the person that's in front of you or the behaviors they're presenting or the things that they're saying. They are the sum of their experience and trauma and the systems that they've been a part of. And so knowing that and knowing that UB is committed to thinking of the work we do with people as trauma work and thinking of the work we do with people as human rights work means that I think that we get kind of a more robust and a more unique education here. My time at UB has been really incredible, first and foremost, because I decided to do the seated program and have really feel like I have built some community in my cohort of foundation year students. I think that what you learn in any program is more than just about the content. It's about the people you're learning with. And I have really had the privilege of building relationships and connecting with and being challenged by and possibly challenging the people I'm learning with to kind of think about things from a variety of lenses. And that has been really special and impactful for me. I've made connections here that I know will carry forward with other professionals that are doing different kinds of work than I am, that I hopefully will be able to network with and refer to and connect with as time goes on. I also have gotten a lot out of my field experience. My field experience has been overwhelmingly positive. I have learned a lot about the work of creating policies and creating systems that serve people, particularly people that have traditionally been underserved and oppressed. And so I feel like both of those things are so valuable to me, and I will leave UB a better person because of the work I've done here. As far as my future career goals, I have really changed them a lot since being at UB. So when I came to UB, I really thought that I would continue to work in the foster care field by doing work that I thought there was a gap in, which was supporting families that were pre-adoptive or post-adoptive with securing attachments and doing that like later stage bonding that we don't have a lot of expertise in our area. Now that I've been in this program, I've learned so much about foster care and about the work that's done there that I really think that my best efforts will be done on the side of policy. And I have really become someone who would consider themselves a macro student. So my hope is to kind of explore the interconnection between research and policy work and potentially legislation and advocacy, and try to start doing the work that it will take to make systems that have been created unjustly and that are just like steeped in oppression less harmful to people. And so that's kind of where I'm at and what I want to do. I'm not sure what that will look like yet, but that actually flows right into my advice for you, which is keep an open mind. You might be coming in thinking, I'm coming into UB social work program so I can get my certification and do private therapy. And you might do a field year with a clinician and realize you don't like that work. But social work is almost all work that has to do with people. This degree can take you so many places. So keep an open mind and figure out what you like. I have the opportunity to work with a professor this year, supporting some of the research and writing that he's doing, because there are opportunities like that here when you look for them. And so if you're not sure what you want to do, take the time that you're here to figure it out. Take your field placements, take your volunteer hours, take your actual work for some of you that are doing both, to figure out what it is you want to do. You don't have to know right at the beginning. Some other pieces of advice: connect with students that are ahead of you in the program so that you can get advice and ask and check in about professors and resources. Use the library to find books. They are often there, and sometimes you spend lots of money on a book that you can get for free online. Just as a final piece of advice and kind of an encouragement, the first semester is the trickiest because you feel like you're drinking from a fire hose because you're doing something really different. Even if you've been straight through from school, you're adding this like new, really high level, heavy work on top of that. So give yourself a lot of grace. Try to work ahead because the end of the semester catches up with you quickly, and take in as much as you can because you only get the time that you're here to do what you need to do to prepare for the next thing. All right. Thanks, guys. I hope to meet you and connect with some of you soon.